What's going on, Capricorns? Welcome to my channel and to your August love reading. We're going to take a look at where things are at and what you can do about it if you don't like it, alright? Where things are headed as well. I recorded this earlier. I apologize for those of you who watched it. It was actually the Libra video. I deleted the Capricorn video because I thought I had done it already. So I deleted your video. So I'm redoing it. Oh, whatever. Whatever that means, who cares? Just go ahead and take care of it here. Okay, so anywho, the message I had left for you earlier was that I was so happy to be here because I thought I had lost you guys forever. My channel got hijacked and I didn't know if I was ever going to see you guys again, so I'm glad I'm here. I am absolutely thrilled, actually, that I'm here. I'm happy we're out of Cancer season. I am so glad to be in Leo season. It's been a very interesting July, so I hope you guys are holding in there. I would imagine a lot of you need clarity just like I did. Speaking of which, special thank you to my buddy Crafty Tarot because he helped me out tremendously through that personal turmoil, so I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for all of you guys who reported the situation and defended me and just showed your love, I was just, my heart was so touched, and I appreciate your dedication and just you doing that and going out there for somebody. That is amazing, and I appreciate all of you. Lots of love to each of you guys. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining me, guys. If you like how I do things, hit that subscribe button. Because of what happened, I'm not able to see my comments, and back in the day, I had offered a free answer to a question for subscribing. So if you're interested, you like how I do things, hit subscribe, and I will get you set up with an answer to your question for free. Okay, so let me know in the comments. I'm also doing a giveaway, so you can comment giveaway down below also, and I'll get you set up in that too. Okay, all right, lovelies. Let's just see how things are going. All right. This is a general reading, guys, so take what fits and leave the rest. If you use your best judgment when it comes to your decisions. Okay, if you want to make a big decision or you want to look at your specific situation, please book a reading. Okay, I have some specials going on. If you guys need to rebalance your chakras after last month, because holy shit, let me know, okay, because I have a whole line that does just that. I've been using it like crazy. It's just very affordable but very effective when it comes to just especially crazy months like that, okay? So check that out. I think that's everything I wanted to mention, other than there is an extended, very interesting one too. So check that out. I'm not going to redo the extended because it had a really good message in there, so I want you guys to, that's the one I want you to really, really watch. Check me out on Instagram too because of what happened. Everything's weird, so if you want some updates, and I'm going to be doing some weekly and daily specials on there, let me know if you want to check me out there, okay? It's Earthly Energies 1111 if you guys want to go over there and look it up, okay? Pretty sure that was everything. Yeah, thank you guys for listening to that. I appreciate you guys. These mosquitoes are crazy, so sorry if I'm waving my arms around like a crazy person. Just a few, please. Past. Alright. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this relates to the one earlier because it was interesting. I might have to go get some spray. Okay. And the King of Wands. I do these in the morning usually, and they're not so bad, but ugh, they're so bad right now. Okay, so the root of the problem of the situation at hand. We've got the Two of Wands, so making some progressive decisions here. You guys have been kind of waiting on, I gotta get bug spray. Hold on. Okay, so this is about making some progressive moves. This has been kind of one of those months where, July was kind of one of those months where things kind of went awry a little bit in some areas, and information was just kind of slow and steady coming in to clarify some things or some directions that you needed to go here. We're kind of getting out of that energy and into a little bit more knowing, but that is kind of the situation right now, is just getting the knowledge we need so we can make some decisions, okay? I'm a Capricorn as well, that's why I keep saying that, okay? the root of the problem, okay? The Knight of Swords. We don't have enough, there hasn't been enough communication. There hasn't been enough information shared to know which route to take. It's been like this whole, well, what should I do versus what do I want to do versus what's best to do, right? It's been a very interesting go. And the whole point, I mean, the reason my channel got shut down for 2 weeks and I had to make some pretty big decisions. So I kind of came to realize why I really needed a second to actually make those decisions and come into that understanding and to just kind of see things for the reality of what it is. So the Knight of Swords is overall about coming into a truth regarding whatever your deal is, okay? It can be a little bit blunt and it can be a little bit opinionated, okay? So yes, it might seem like, why is the universe just crashing down on me and like challenging me in every stinking way possible? Because it's making me like want to quit everything. Yeah, that is the root of the problem right now. And the reason for it is because the information that you're seeking, the information you need to make those next steps, it's coming in now, okay? It's coming in now. So as far as the past, we've got a Knight of Wands. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're dealing with somebody who it was kind of a short-lived situation, okay? It's been very tough to know which direction to go with regard to your life a little bit because of where this whole situation left off, okay? It was very passionate. It was very different, okay? And just kind of a profound connection that just was a little, not quite what you have had in the past. So this one stood out, in other words. Unfortunately, it was very quick-lived, and you've been thinking about it ever since. So, you need information. That's what's happening here, okay? So for the future, we've got the Chariot. The universe is providing you what you need to know, what you need to hear, okay? What you need to move to the next step. Not everybody's going to hear what they want. Not everybody's going to hear what they expected either. But you are going to get what you need from the universe to make the next step, okay? And you're going to be able to make it with confidence. This is I feel good about where this is going. So whether this is your person finally reaching out after you were like, you know what, that's it. I have to disconnect and I have to let go of this because I gotta move on. I gotta keep living my life. I can't just, my mind can't keep just cranking along expecting it to have a different result, right? That's called insanity. So we have been like very patiently waiting for a lot of different things, but in the relationship sector, there's definitely been a lot of you guys waiting for this connection to actually either produce something or just disconnect and give you some clarity and closure so you can go on, okay? The Moon in the reverse. This is the advice card. This is basically the universe letting you know that, yes, there's been some misinterpretation. Yes, there's been some fear and associated big time. Yes, there's been confusion, but there is information coming that's going to help you gather that. But knowing that there's other things happening in the background on the side, that should kind of help a little bit with giving you some knowledge, some comfort in knowing that everything that's happening, all of the struggle, all of the challenge, all of like these like tests, like to test your strength and your agility and your mental stamina, right? All of that's been happening to see if you're tough enough for the next one, this next big step. All right, apparently whoever you're dealing with is like a big deal. And the person you're really, really wanting is a big deal. So the universe needed to make sure they were ready to go and not an in and out energy. And that you were ready to go. That you could take this on and still maintain your life. Because I get the feeling like July and for several months before that, it's been very focused on balancing your structure, your routine, your work, home, finances, that life. And then the rest could kind of fall into place after you let control go a little bit and let it go to God, okay? Let it go to the universe, whatever you want to call it. Letting it go to the energies around you and letting them help guide you, that is what Spirit wants you to do. Okay, so as far as where this whole situation's headed, we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So this, I'm going to get a clarifier card, but overall, this is about following an intuition, okay? And this is about letting go a little bit and letting things kind of pan out in the way it's supposed to without your control. Okay? Yeah, secrets are definitely coming out here. This is headed into some truth. This is headed into somebody who is keeping something from you. And you might be going back and having to reevaluate what this person means to you. As much as they mean to you, some of you are having to kind of evaluate, is this really where I'm supposed to be? Is this my ultimate worth here and where I am wanting to go? So for some of you, this is about looking within and really finding the truth of this matter, okay? Perhaps for some of you, the root of this is the communication. It was an in and out kind of a thing, and the universe wants you to let go of control of where this is going to go in the future. They want you to allow this person, in case they still have some growing to do, to let it go and not let it control your life completely. Okay, and I'm telling you, it's when you make that move that things start to kind of roll in the direction that you want here. Okay, but you've got to let go of that control, and you've got to allow yourself to kind of go backwards and really evaluate honestly about not just how you feel about the person, but how do they feel about you? How is this connection really equaling out here, and what do we need to do about that? Okay, well, you need to let go and let the universe provide this for you. Okay, and stay over there. And then as far as how you should kind of handle things if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like where this is going, the Seven of Pentacles is about going within and looking at why. What's been built that you can really even build upon? What's been developed that you can hold on to and really continue to build a structure upon? There's no foundation, right? So it's going within and looking about at whether your foundation is what needs changing and fine-tuning, or it could be this other person, and you realizing that their foundation is just not in a position to respectfully and properly uphold a relationship, not in the way you deserve anyway. And so this is about really looking at the bigger picture here and realizing and knowing what it means for you, what it means for your future. You certainly wouldn't want something to come into fruition for it just to be short-term again. It's worth the wait to get the bigger result. What they can do to change the situation. Well, obviously, they can stop taking their sweet-ass time and actually make a move here, communicate, come forward, bring some honesty, clear up some of this, deception or secretive, because Capricorns feel when there's something going on in the background that they don't know about. They might not know exactly what it is, but they feel it. And so it's very hard for Capricorns to continue going through life not knowing all of the facts, not knowing the truth. Okay, that's very hard. Probably one of the hardest things for a Capricorn to do. So the Temperance card, this is more or less talking about finally having that, just that verification moment of that person needs to know. Sort of a realization, but also finding that middle ground and being fair about this, okay, and kind of giving some justice to the situation as well, because it's been a long wait trying to get that. Okay, what to accept here? The Nine of Swords in reverse. So the Nine of Swords in the upright is about having anxiety and having some negative thoughts that can kind of suppress things. Anxiety, letting that fear kind of take control over your day-to-day, your quality of life overall. But this is about accepting that that's not going to do you any favors, and that's not doing any justice. What is getting away from that, letting go of that, because even though you might say, yeah, I let go of it, yeah, I don't think about it all the time, when you do think about it, it comes with this, right? It did anyway. Now that you are coming into this realization that, you know what, I can't sit around and wait forever. If they're going to come, they're going to come. Otherwise, I have life to live here. That is where you're kind of getting into. You're getting into that I really don't want to wait around anymore kind of an energy for some of you. For others of you, there is a little bit of movement happening here. But there's also some there's some communication, though, for those of you who are coming into union with your person, or there's a need to, at least, to create some healthy boundaries here. Maybe talk about what happened in the past and establish a plan, okay, of action if that ever happens in the future. Okay, so further advice from Spirit here. The King of Wands. Everybody has, is trying to, the Spirit wants everyone to be in a clear conscience kind of an energy. Okay, and that's pretty much the root of the problem for you, is that somebody doesn't have a clear conscience about what happened. Now, one side has a little bit more of that kind of, I did wrong side of it, and the other person is, one's on the receiving end, one's on the giving end. So whoever's on the giving end of kind of feeling like, making somebody feel like they were less than what they were worth, they're trying to come into a very powerful and controlling, back into that kind of that emperor role, go away, into that emperor role by establishing good karma, right? By clearing their conscience of all kinds of things that they did in the past. Maybe they were a player in the past and they just kind of came in, showed off, did their charismatic romanticism, and then they just kind of took off. But that's been weighing not only on you, but on them. They want to come in and they want to revive this situation a bit, okay? Yeah, they're interesting. Page of Cups in the reverse. Looking for, in the past you were waiting for this offer to come in, this news to come in, to know which direction to go. August now, you're moving forward regardless. You are not letting that rule your life this month, okay? You're kind of putting that to the side. And you've had a couple months where it's been that way and other months where it's been really tough. But this month, you're going to allow things to just kind of take its course, okay? This was something that really caught both of your attention back when you first met, okay? That there was something here that just was different, that had a very love at first sight kind of an energy, and that's not typically how Capricorns like to do things. I mean, can be very forward, and sometimes they're kind of aggressive when it comes to like making that first move, but it's not, it takes a lot of observations and like getting to know somebody before you're just like, oh, what? But this particular person was definitely caught your attention, and vice versa, okay? The root of the problem is there's no closure here. There's no closure, there's no fulfillment of either harmony and knowing that why it's, this person hasn't communicated or moved forward with you, or what to do with this person moving into the future if they don't. So right now, the main piece of advice is to really look at everything at where it's at, okay? And give yourself an opportunity to find what you deserve. And find what you ultimately would want to see, which is what you give out, right? This is what you give out. Knowing your worth, though, so that when this moment does come around, you have a very clear way of communicating this. That's really what you need to be focusing on right now. The Justice card is really similar to providing you like with a fulfillment, but in the sense of something that didn't go right in the past. Okay, so whatever this was in the past that happened that just kind of broke your heart a bit, right, or just left a very sour taste in your mouth, there is justice coming, but I keep getting this sense that let go of your control over the situation, and that's when it's coming. Need some advice for Capricorn here. Yeah, so don't smother the situation, okay? You're not in control. Let the universe do the job, do their job for you. They want to. They're here to do that for you, but you gotta let them, okay? Don't smother the situation, okay? It's not for you to nurture right now, and it's not for you to just kind of take on the world right now for this. I feel like for some of you, that's what you always feel like I always got to keep what's the word I'm looking for? Not producing, but kind of, like, you always have to, like, show some kind of, effort and reward for all of your hard work, but, you work hard already. You don't have to give anymore. Okay, you've given enough, and you made your intention clear, and if you haven't, do that. But overall, just let it lie, okay? So, further advice, the communication is what's missing here, and that's what's gonna be coming in the future as far as the fulfillment here. And this is what's needed to make this particular relationship move forward. Okay, and then to clarify, the Knight of Wands in reverse came out for the future here with this Chariot card and the Ten of Pentacles. So a solid foundation, feeling some closure, feeling some, not just closure like it ended, closure is in like, that's what happened in the past. Okay, I get it. And moving forward, okay? Having something to build upon now. And being able to feel great that the universe was able to provide. Because you let them. You let it do its job. Okay, and boy, it sure did turn this around real quick, right? And provided that foundation that you didn't have in the past. Not the way that you will. Okay, what they're going to need, what the actions that I'm seeing that they're planning to take as of now, they're going to bring balance to this loss. They definitely took some, this really rocked your world in all kinds of different ways. It was like extremely motivational and empowering and all of these other beautiful things, and then it was, just as much of a glorious thing it was also a huge crash when it came to an end here. So it felt pretty tough, like in the heart chakra and in the physical body and in your life, okay, because Capricorns are very dedicated when it comes to their emotions and sharing themselves with people. So, the Two of Pentacles bringing balance to this. So I feel like overall you will get something that's going to help give you what you need. Okay, let the universe give you whatever that is, okay? Ace of Cups at the bottom here. I got the High Priestess in reverse and the High Priestess in the upright. So where this is headed, from not knowing, okay, and because you let it go, you're not worried about the unknown. You don't have this fear because you are very grateful and trusting that the universe is going to do exactly what it's meant to do, provide for you, okay, because you let go. And then you come into an intuition of, oh, damn, that's all I had to do. And look what happened. That's very interesting. And the Wheel of Fortune, yep. So this is where it's headed. You're going to allow this motion to take place. You're going to allow this energy to begin to take motion and let that change begin. Or at least let it, I think it already did begin. Let it continue and finish, okay? Don't fight it. Don't fight the grain. Okay. So, oh yeah, I was going to pull one more for what to accept here. Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. Wisdom. Wisdom is coming. Whether this is wisdom that you're going to get, which you will, because you let go and you let things come to you. And wisdom from this person. They are also being guided from the universe to finally make some decisions here. To clean the slate of karmic debt, okay? Give themselves a fresh new beginning. Stop feeling like they're kind of up against the world with regards to that energy that they've kind of put out there. That's not the best. It's not the best. It's not going to produce them the best results that they want in life. So coming around and providing that justice, but let it happen, man. Let it happen. Use that intuition. I think you're using your intuition knowing you need to let it happen. And when you do, your intuition's going to be on like high blast and be like, oh my God, that's all it takes right there. That's how you manifest. All right? You have to at some point stop and let things happen. All right. I wanted to see where things look as far as, let's use this one, individual zodiacs and how things are going with, depending on who you're kind of dealing with here. Oh, we've got Aries, Taurus. Oh my God. Alright, well, just keep them coming then. Libra, Scorpio, Sag. Sorry guys, yeah, I have some allergies, terrible right now. Okay, if you're working with an Aries, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this person's not exactly opening up right now and providing any new opportunities to collaborate. Okay, you could have been kind of disconnecting things with an Aries, or you're feeling a major disconnection from them. Yeah. Also an indication they could be going through something financial right now, so I would definitely work your timing well if you were coming into a conversation with your Aries this month, okay? And if they're going through some things and you're expecting communication, I would say let's get a personal reading and find out what's going on, because there's something going on that you might be able to assist or not. Can be blocked or unblocked, just depending on the situation, okay? If you're working with a Taurus, I see the Chariot in the reverse. So the Chariot in reverse is overall talking about things that were a loss of direction, you know, not knowing kind of which way to go, which way the universe was going to provide. So the Taurus is in a little bit of a confusion right now, trying to figure out the best direction to go with regards to this relationship. Yeah. But that's interesting because the Chariot came out earlier. So, you know, there could be that they're just trying to work out the kinks on how to exactly do that. Page of Swords in the reverse for Gemini. So if you're working with a Gemini, they could be, you know, a little bit more difficult when it comes to being truthful right now. They could be a little bit more immature as far as their emotions and their communication. So that might be a little bit tricky if you're working with a Gemini, so be cautious with the communication, all right? It also indicates that there's somebody's taking their time with the communication as well, and that they don't want to just step out there and make, you know, a move and make an incorrect one, especially not with a cap. So I feel like they could be measuring their next move as well. King of Wands for Cancer. So for Cancers, they're feeling pretty good right now. Cancers are feeling on top of their game. All right, I could also see where this person's trying to come back around to make things right with you as well. Okay, so you could have some good communications with a Cancer. Also with a Leo. Leos are feeling fantastic. Of course they are. It's their birthday. All right, so King of Cups, they're feeling in their element. They're feeling very emotional, very able to connect with people, just, you know, very flowy this month. They're definitely exuding their Leo energy, okay? So I feel like it's a good month to communicate about relationship stuff, so you could be hearing from them definitely. Wow, oh wow, with the Virgo, okay? You got some good stuff going on with the Virgo. Not some of the other zodiacs are not so much. So with you, a great month that you might hear some really great things if you're working with a Virgo here, okay? Nice energy. Page of Wands in the reverse. This is for Libra. So Libras are really wanting more of that stability. They're not really interested in any of that wishy-washy stuff. So when you kind of know where you're going with things, I feel like that's going to be the time when it's okay to kind of move forward, or when they start to move forward. Okay, but right now, either you or them is feeling a little bit outside of where they want to be when it comes to being in that creative and prosperous energy. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of caution if you are communicating with a Libra. Okay, we got Scorpio. Palace of Wands in the reverse. So you know, they're actually feeling pretty good this month. So I get the feeling like if you are working with one, that it is a little bit intense and a little bit steamy when it comes to the conversation. So there could be some arguments, and you know, I feel like if you do have a conversation with this person, definitely you guys both try to use nice words. Okay, nice words this month. Easy on your words. Okay, if you have a Sag that you're working with, kind of the same deal. Nice words with each other. Some of us are not, you know, absorbing this energy as well, and it could just be an overage of energy for Sag. I mean, they're already fiery energies, add a little bit of extra strength to that, and there's a lot of boldness there. So be cautious with your words. If they're a little bit sharp, you know why. The energies, actually with all three, the Libra, Scorpio, and Sag, with the energies, be a little bit more aware of how that can be affecting them in a less positive way. So in other words, be a little bit more compassionate in that conversation, and don't take things too personally. Two of Pentacles, if you're working with a Capricorn. Sorry, these bugs are driving me nuts. Two of Pentacles. So if you're working with another Cap, I feel like you're going to kind of see eye to eye on how the energies have been going, and know that it's just been kind of a crazy couple months. And I feel like more than anything, you're going to be able to see that and move forward together very nicely. Okay, so I don't see that you guys are going to kind of be butting heads or anything. If you are working with an Aquarius, okay, we've got a very nice indication of partnership, ability to communicate, seeing eye to eye on things, possibly be finally getting that communication that you've been waiting for. Wow, with the Pisces. So let's see, my winners here are Virgo, Aquarius, and Pisces. Really nice energies. I like this a lot. Four of Wands, about stamina, stability, control, discipline, having a foundation, and commitment, okay, and being able to really see things in a much more structured and healthy boundaries are established in these types of situations. So also communication is very possible for that zodiac as well. And I'm not saying it's not for the others, but it's more likely to be very good, very easy flowing kind of energy. For everybody else is still kind of flowing through these energies in their own personal life as well. All right, lovelies, let's get a message from your guides. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Yeah, that's one of the messages definitely for this month, as far as how to, where to put your mind this month, okay? Simple acts of kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Those two kind of go hand in hand. Treasuring your loved ones, being in the present, identifying those moments when they're happening, having a laugh, just experiencing those moments with your people. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So when you get your mind, kind of focused on the game here, and a little bit less on this person and kind of where they're at with things, and give that control up, then you're going to start feeling better, because you're going to realize, man, this just feels good to be here and not be worried about something, okay? And then you're going to be like, it's almost going to be like do I really want to even go backwards once this person does come back around, because you're going to feel so good, which is exactly what happens. That's kind of the trend. All right. Let's get one more here. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Oh, that card. Patience in a Capricorn. Yeah, but it is true. And the best things are worth waiting for. Embrace an opportunity for love and work prospects and for spiritual growth. So there could be some new love when it comes to your side businesses, your work, your talents, your interests, okay? Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're getting that information that's going to help you feel better with several aspects of your life. A lot of you for relationships. Be willing to ask the universe for those signs, that guidance to know what to do and how to choose this or that, or which direction to go, and meditate and let that information come to you. Okay, it's okay to ask for that support, and when it does come around, be willing to accept it, even if it's in the form of whatever. It could be a friend, could be just, who knows, but you'll know when it happens, and it's up to you to choose to take that option or not. So I highly suggest that you do, because I feel like you're going to have a lot of just support, and that helps tremendously. So I hope that gives you guys some clarity for the month of August, and I love you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys for the next readings. Oh, I'm going to have your health, your money and finance, and kind of overall relationships and family and stuff like that. So stick around for next week, and I will have that ready for you. Bye, guys.